Buddha's Wisdom, 12 Lessons to Transform Your Life, in paragraph form. In the chaos of modern life, where stress, comparison, and distraction have become normal, it's easy to feel lost. But more than 20,500 years ago, a man named Siddhartha Gautama, known as the Buddha, discovered a path to inner peace, clarity, and freedom that still applies today. His wisdom isn't bound by time or religion. It's a roadmap to live with purpose and power. These are 12 powerful lessons from Buddha's teachings that, if practiced, can truly transform your life from the inside out. Lesson 1. Life is suffering, but there is a way out. The Buddha's first noble truth wasn't meant to depress you, it was meant to wake you up. Life contains suffering, pain, loss, disappointment, sickness, death. But that suffering is not a punishment, it's a teacher. When we accept suffering as a natural part of life, we stop avoiding it and start learning from it. Every painful moment can become a stepping stone to wisdom if we are willing to face it with awareness. Lesson 2. Craving is the cause of suffering. Most people spend their lives in a cycle of desire chasing pleasure, avoiding discomfort, always wanting something more. But the Buddha taught that desire and attachment are the root causes of our suffering. We suffer because we want what we don't have, or we fear losing what we do. Freedom begins when you stop chasing and start accepting. When you let go of craving, you find contentment in what is. Lesson 3. Everything changes, nothing is permanent. This truth is difficult for the human ego to accept. We want things to stay the same. But whether it's your body, your relationships, your job, or your feelings, everything is in a constant state of change. Clinging to what is fading leads to misery. But when you embrace impermanence, you unlock the ability to appreciate each moment deeply, knowing it will not last. Peace is found not in control, but in surrender. Lesson 4. You are the result of your thoughts. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Buddha said, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." If your thoughts are dominated by fear, anger, or doubt, your life will reflect that. But if you discipline your mind, feed it with love, gratitude, patience, and clarity, you transform your entire reality. Your mind can be your worst enemy or your greatest ally. Lesson 5. Mindfulness is your greatest weapon. In a distracted world, presence is power. The Buddha taught that the key to liberation is mindfulness, being fully here, fully now. When you eat, just eat. When you walk, just walk. Bring full awareness to each action, each breath, each thought. In that awareness, you stop reacting and start responding. Mindfulness gives you the power to observe your emotions instead of being controlled by them. Lesson 6. Ego is the illusion that separates you. The ego wants to be special, superior, admired. But it also creates suffering because it compares, it judges, and it separates you from others. The Buddha taught that the sense of I, me, and mine is a false construct. Letting go of ego doesn't mean you disappear. It means you discover your true self, the self that is beyond labels, beyond pride, and beyond fear. True confidence comes not from ego, but from inner stillness. Lesson 7. Compassion is not weakness, it is power. In a world that glorifies competition and individualism, compassion may seem soft. But Buddha taught that love and kindness are the highest forms of strength. When you practice compassion for others and for yourself, you dissolve hatred, resentment, and fear. You don't need to agree with someone to be kind. Compassion doesn't mean tolerating abuse. It means choosing wisdom over revenge, peace over pride. Lesson 8. Simplicity leads to freedom. The Buddha lived with almost nothing, not because he had to, but because he saw the trap of materialism. In chasing more, we become owned by what we own. The less you carry physically, emotionally, mentally, the freer you become. Simplify your life, your thoughts, your attachments. Freedom doesn't come from adding more, but from needing less. Lesson 9. Anger is self-inflicted pain. The Buddha compared anger to holding a burning coal with the intent of throwing it at someone. You're the one who gets burned. Letting go of anger is not letting someone off the hook. It's setting yourself free. Forgiveness is not weakness. It's the highest form of healing. You don't forgive because they deserve it. You forgive because you do. Lesson 10. Karma is real, every action matters. Karma is not superstition. It's the reality that your choices shape your life. Every word you speak, every thought you think, every decision you make, it all echoes. If you want peace, sow peace. If you want love, act with love. Nothing you do is insignificant. Small, intentional actions today can build a powerful, meaningful future. Lesson 11. Solitude is sacred, not lonely. Buddha spent years in solitude, not to escape the world, but to understand it. We often fear being alone, but solitude is where you meet your truest self. In silence, your mind settles. In stillness, wisdom arises. Learn to sit with yourself. Let solitude be your mirror, your sanctuary, your training ground. The person who can be alone without fear is a person who has mastered themselves. Lesson 12. The answers are within you. Buddha did not present himself as a god or savior. He simply pointed the way. He said, "Be a lamp unto yourself." The journey to peace, clarity, and purpose does not begin outside, it begins within. You already have the wisdom, the strength, and the light inside of you. You just need to remove the distractions, the noise, and the lies that cover it. These 12 lessons are not just teachings, they are tools.